Welcome, everyone, to another edition of White Horse Live, a co-production of White Horse Black Mountain and Rad House Studio, coming to you live from a secret location somewhere in the mountains of western North Carolina. This evening is the 30th episode of White Horse Live, hosted as always by Bob Hinkle. And tonight, we welcome Anya Hinkle, no relation, and Mary Lucey to White Horse. There is no fixed ticket price for this program. Instead, we ask that you pay what you can. Now more than ever, our artists rely on your tips. They can't hear your applause, and so your tips are the way to show your appreciation for them. The best way to do that is to visit whitehorselive.tips in your web browser. Not .com, not tips.com, nothing like that. Just whitehorselive.tips. And we'll display the tip jar address from time to time during the show, as we are right now. Thank you for helping make this series a success. We continue to expand the schedule, and we're grateful for your help in spreading the word. Please keep sharing those event notices, hosting live watch parties, and telling all your friends. And now here's your host, Bob Hinkle.
Good evening, everybody. When the song rises up, white horses will fill the mountains. When the song rises up, then the clouds roll away. Well, if you don't believe that music has the power, just stay right here with us for just about an hour. Well, Mary and Anya, they're going to lift you up. They will loosen up your tighten and they will fill your cup. When the song rises up, white horses fill the mountains. When song rises up, then the clouds roll away. Clouds roll away, then the clouds roll away. Anya Hinkle and Mary Lucey are with us tonight, we're happy to say. Now, Mary was a founding member of the legendary Biscuit Burners, wonderful band. She also played a bit with Uncle Earl. She's part of Lover's Leap, a wonderful EP with, among other fine artists, Billy Cardine, a singer dobro player with whom Mary is especially familiar. Now, she's traveled all over the place and sung for a whole bunch of people, and she's a torchbearer, is what she is, for this music, and we're honored to have her. Someone recently asked me if Anya Hinkle was my daughter. After I got over feeling really ancient, I said no, but I'd be proud if she was. Anya's performed all over the U.S. and Japan and Europe and Canada, won the Chris Austin Songwriting Contest at Merlefest, among other honors. She's a real person with a voice that has something for everybody. It calls you home, even if you're not sure where home is. To me, her music reflects our humanity being reflected back to us so that we can get a better look. Anya Hinkle is hard to forget and easy to fall for. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, guppies and goldfish, and anybody else out there on the couch that I forgot, please, a White Horse Live virtual round of applause for the women of this hour, Mary Lucey and Anya Hinkle.
Did you ever walk when your feet were tired? Did you ever walk when the road was gone? Did you ever leave when your heart was aching? Did you ever sing just 'cause there's a song? I will walk, I will sing, I will bring a little courage for the morning, bring a little courage for the day. Did you ever laugh when all hope was lost? Did you ever laugh just to ease the pain? Did you ever weep till the tears were gone? Did you ever weep teardrops like rain? I will laugh, I will weep, I will stand? When the rest was silent, did you ever stand? A million strong, did you ever dream? In the darkest hour, did you ever dream right could change the wrong? I will stand, I will dream, I will bring a little courage for the morning, bring a little courage for the day. Pick it with me. I will walk, I will sing, I will laugh, and I will weep. I will stand, and I will dream. I will bring a little courage for the morning, bring a little courage for the day. Well, hey everybody. Thank you so much, Bob, for that wonderful introduction. And I just want to mention that my father passed away about 17 years ago. So I have a little, I have an absence there. So let's play that a little bit. The White Horse was one of the last gigs I played before COVID started, and this series is really helping keeping them going as well as us. And I was so happy to get an email from Bob asking us to come perform. I'm going to do a tune I wrote for a woman I met in Middle Tennessee. Her name is Zona Abston. And I met her through a buddy of mine called Hippie Jack. And he said, I got somebody you got to meet. And Zona told me her life story over her kitchen table. And I just kind of put it to music, to a melody, and submitted it to the Merlefest Songwriting Contest, the Chris Austin contest. And I called Zona. I said, your song got picked to compete. And she said, I'll be a-praying for you, honey. And I tell you what, it was real excited to be able to call her up and say, Zona, your song won. And, you know, everybody needs to feel like they have a place in the world and that their voice is heard. And so we want to send this one out to Zona, especially right now. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boys that kind shine on the road outside, like thunder the engine is shouting. But boys, this story ain't about you this time. It's about my 75 years on this mountain. The wheels of my mind turn backwards. I can see clear as spring water. My mind thrills but aches as I tell the words of a Cravenstown coal miner's daughter. I was born the 5th of 9 children. My daddy was a miner at Davidson, but a blown out shot set his shaft to burning, and the company don't pay damages or pensions. So Daddy said he's a-going down to the river shore, gonna drown himself in the deepest water, leaving there a coin-or script for the company store. Found him a new gal and went to Indiana. And I've wanted for Daddy, and I've wanted for learning, I've wanted for some of God's goodwill. If there's anyone to know there's more to life than a dollar walked to the schoolhouse. They had nothing to make a lunch pail with me, just the apples that dropped from the schoolyard tree. Mama died, nothing was waiting for our dinner. Then Cotton came a-calling and I was about 17. Soon after the babies came crying. Well, he did a little mine and a little shine in between, a little drink and a little gambling besides. I've wanted for daddy and I've wanted for learning, I've wanted for some of God's goodwill. If there's anyone to know there's more to life than a dollar bill, Lord, you know it's me. Am I deserving this cold-hearted dream? Well, the mining's all done, we're still on this mountain. Guess our roots were stronger than our wings. And flying ain't as easy when it's pennies that you're counting, while the company men are off living like kings. Well, the blessing of a baby is the burden of a mother, and a wife pays the wages of a wedding band. And a mind's just a hole in the ground like any other, and a company ain't ever worth a damn. And I've wanted for daddy and I've wanted for learning, I've wanted for some of God's goodwill. If there's anyone to know there's more to life than a dollar bill, Lord, you know it's me. Am I deserving this cold-hearted dream?
Thank you. We can hear your applause. We really can. Thanks
We
to
can
all of
feel
you
you. We can
for
feel your love.
tuning in. And just want to say a few words about Mary. We met a number of years ago and decided to start playing some music together. We have kids that are the same age, and while they're entertaining each other, we like to sit on the porch, sit in the living room and pick. And over the years, we've kind of built up an arsenal of tunes that we're excited to be able to perform. And thanks again to the White Horse for receiving us. The last time we were up here, Mary had broken her finger throwing a football with her little boy. So she could only sing. So this time we're so happy to be on this stage together with her wonderful banjo playing. And we're going to do a tune that she wrote, and maybe you'd like to tell us a little bit about it.
Sure. I wrote this song with my good buddy Barrett Smith, and it's a depressing tune. I'm sorry, but got a lot of those. I work as a nurse and spent about 7 years in the ICU, and recently moved over to home health, and I really enjoy it. I think the best part about it is getting a window into everyone's lives, and we all can feel that there's a lot of division in the world these days, but when it comes down to it, we all have so much the same, no matter what your politics, no matter what your religion, no matter what. We all really just want happiness, and we're all suffering in ways, and I know that this pandemic has really put a spotlight on a lot of that, and a lot of the folks maybe listening tonight are feeling lonely and this song's about that and the importance of reaching out if you're feeling sad. So this one's called Waiting to Be Alone.
Will you walk with me in my time of need? Take a long, slow drive from a cold, hard day. You would keep me warm, sheltered through the storm. Something so familiar, help me on my way, 'cause I run low on hope these days, and I'm in need of some escape. Won't you take the pain away for a while? Will you lie with me, shadow what I used to be? Weary old stranger, try to lock away. If I take my leave, if I make it clean, if I leave it all behind, if I really make a break, well, it's hard to find a voice these days, and I try hiding from the painful shakes. Won't you take the pain away for a while? Save your goodbyes for another night away. Touch to soften all the hate. My eyes closed, the river rushing over, still running in my veins. Got you running in my veins. Will you waltz with me, my sweet memory? New wave to ride, just get me through the night. Know you'll find someone to fill up when he's down. Just another whiskey wisher, waiting to be alone. Well, it's hard to block your voice these days. Such a sweetness turned to bitter ways. Such an empty, hollow space. Maybe just one more mistake. Take the pain away for a while. Save your goodbyes for another night away. Touch to soften all the hate. The river rushing over, still running in my veins. Got you running in my
Well, we have a demon in the monitor. Is that your...
Maybe you want to just got the monitor. It's kind of rumbling back there. Although I will say, this has been an amazing experience for those of you just watching. You know, all you see is us standing up here with these fancy looking mics and everything, but they have a fantastic production team that have been working so hard to make us feel comfortable and to put on this wonderful series. So please sign up for their mailing list so you can get notified for all the upcoming artists. I know Malcolm Holcomb is coming up. He's one of my favorites. And, please support the White Horse. I was just talking to Mary today about how much they do for this community. Even if you don't live here, I just can't imagine Black Mountain without this wonderful venue and all of the incredible music they bring to this community. So thank you, Bob, for all your hard work.
Bob and team, thank you.
I'm going to do a couple of tunes that I wrote from an upcoming album that I have and a couple singles that are out on Spotify and streaming. And I'm going to do a couple ones from the last CD that I put out. But this next tune that we're going to do is a brand new tune. And I only mention it because it's been kind of an interesting time to write songs. There's not this pressure to work them up for a big stage audience or anything like that. You can just write for yourself. And I was on a run, and I noticed my favorite peach tree had all just covered and hanging heavy with peaches, split right down the middle. And there was something with that. I just always loved watching that peach tree every year. And I thought, there's a song in that. And with all the uncertainty that everybody's going through, this song kind of came out. And the first line says, hard choices are the ones you make when questions have no answers. And there's a lot of those that we all are having to make these days. So we're going to try this one for you.
We've got a peach tree on our mountain that got split in half by a black bear this summer.
That happens that way
big
too.
Bummer.
Yeah.
You never know.
Okay, are we ready? 2, 3, 4.
Hard choices are the ones you make when questions have no answers. No benefit of time, the clock just keeps moving its hands, and now I know the wind keeps blowing, the fruit's growing heavy on the bough. Yeah, I guess I always thought one day I'd settle in my stride, that something would add up from all the different things I tried. Now I know when wheels keep rolling, the apple keeps getting stolen from the bough. 'Cause I spent a lot of time on this dusty road just getting here now. I've arrived hauling this heavy load that's made me nearly lose my mind. What I want to know, 'cause it just ain't clear if you're gonna hold the line for me, lady luck. Yeah, I think I know why old folks like to sit on their front porches, soak the hours in gasoline and burn them up like torches. 'Cause if you're lucky, make it, the weight's enough to break any bow. 'Cause I spent a lot of time on this dusty road just getting here now. I've arrived hauling this heavy load that's made me nearly lose my
Thank you. I know you're out there clapping. One thing that we really love to do is play some fiddle and banjo music. And here's a couple of tunes we're going to try for you while Mary gets into tune. One's called Camp Meeting on the 4th of July, and then we're going to go into Julian Johnson.
I just want to say this is the first virtual, or whatever you want to call it, show I've done. I know I'm kind of late to the party, but I called up or texted a bunch of friends and family, and it's pretty neat that we don't have folks in the audience here, but instead my mind is just like jam-packed with all of the people that I talked to today, and quite a few of them are girlfriends and sisters that I've spent a lot of time singing with, my brother. So it's pretty neat. I can feel everybody with me here. And it's so lovely.
Shout out to our good buddy Jose, who wished us luck right before. Thank you so much for tuning in.
fun.
We're going to do one cover tonight, and this is a song that I heard and immediately called Mary and said, we have to learn this song. And it's a song written by Reverend Gary Davis that he does in the fingerstyle guitar. And we're kind of doing it as an old time version, but it's called I Belong to the Band, Hallelujah. And the picture that's on the website was in May, and the mustard flowers were blooming, and we were standing out just like this playing this song, I Belong to the Band, Hallelujah. And I'm so grateful for Mary for showing up for me and supporting me and playing music with me. I've learned so much from her. So I always think of you when I do this song.
Well, of course, I think of you because I only play it with you. But that was a magical moment for sure in the mustard flowers. Yeah. Thank you for Steve Atkins for capturing that picture. We do belong.
1, 2, 3. Talking about this mama band, I belong to the band, hallelujah, 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 I belong to the band,
I belong to the band, hallelujah, 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 I belong to the band, hallelujah. What kind of band am I talking about? Talking about this white horse band. I belong to the band, hallelujah, hallelujah. Talking about this good time band, I belong to the band, hallelujah, 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 I belong to the band, hallelujah, 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 I belong to the band,
Yes, ma'am. Well, Anya Hinkle is just an amazing lady. A lot of y'all know her for writing these incredible songs, but she is also, she's got her PhD in ethnobotany and did her doctorate out in Polynesia. So if you have any plant questions of the tropical nature, you can send her an email. she might be able to help you identify a new species or an old species. And she's also fluent in Japanese. We're not going to be doing any Japanese songs tonight, unfortunately, but she has quite a few up her kimono. And she's just a phenomenal person, and I am always so honored to sing and play with her. But much more, I'm just so grateful to have her in my life. So if you're at home, give her a big, warm, yay, we love you. We're going to play another one of my tunes here. This one's called Johnny Come Lately. 1, 2, 3, 4. Johnny come lately, crawling around, searching for pieces he'll never find. Oh, spun round, baby's bound to feel the rain. Dreams spread out on the finest linen, years slip by through what might have been. Spun round, baby's bound to feel the rain. Cradle tight and tucked away, covered up so no one can say. Oh, spun round, baby's bound to feel the rain. Walls placed gently round the bed, vision stuck inside his head. Oh, spun round, baby's bound to feel the rain. Baby's bound to feel the rain. Baby's bound to feel the rain. Coming down. There's hope above his bed where the stars shine. There's hope above his bed where the lights shine. Johnny come lately, crawling around, searching for pieces he'll never find. Oh, spun round, baby's bound to feel the rain. Baby's bound to feel the rain. Baby's bound to feel the rain. Coming down.
About a year ago, I had a dream. And I had dreamed that I had found all this old stuff, you know, like when you put all your stuff away and you look through it again and you find like this little tapestry that you thought was so cool in college, or like this like kind of tacky turquoise jewelry, or, you know, stuff that maybe smells like a little bit of patchouli, some old kind of funny vibey like journal with a cracked leather cover that you wrote like the first 4 pages in, you know, that kind of stuff. And anyway, I had this dream that I had found all this old stuff, and so it was. I decided I wanted to write a song about kind of discovering this part of myself that I had forgotten about, and it's called On the Road of the Winds, and it was inspired by my work in Polynesia, as she mentioned, on doing botany work, and thinking about the courage that it takes to start a new path and to trust yourself and to go in a new direction. You know, the Polynesians had to get on boats. They didn't know if they would find Hawaii or Easter Island or Tahiti. They just got on a boat and sailed. And that's kind of that leap of faith is something that, you know, that we all have to do every day that we wake up, is like this leap of faith. And I'm going to just take a quick sip of water before. Actually, do I have any?
You got a cup of water.
I think I finished mine. I have a tiny sip.
For those of y'all worried at home, we've been podding together. We've been a COVID pod, so that's why we're here without masks, so close together. And I haven't drank any of this.
It's just getting slightly cold, and I can feel the heating is starting to work on my vocal cords. Mary, have you noticed that a little bit?
Yeah.
All right, this is a new tune. You can hear it on Spotify. 3, 4. For a dream, how carelessly it packed away my precious things, all but forgotten, still shining clean. Peel away the paper and pull away the strings. It's time to go. Might be alone, but not as lonely as when you're in the same room sitting right here next to me. Might be strong, but not unsafe, or invisible when your eyes refuse to look at me. It's time to go. Time to go. The uncharted waters to the motherland, left
in the vastness in my little boat, just sitting here, not afraid, not without fear. With the faith of a mariner, I cross the hemisphere. It's time to go. Time to go. Time to go. Down the road of the winds, through the uncharted waters to the motherland. Lift me up, take my hand, fill my sails and guide me on again. Lead me home. Down the road of the winds.
Beautiful.
Well, gosh, an hour of music goes pretty quick, and I have a feeling we're going to go over. Thanks for sticking with us. I'm going to do my newest single that's out on Spotify. It's out on, in fact, it's just was on a chart, on the Grassicana chart. And I was kind of pumped about it because it's the first song that I've ever had that's been on a chart that's under my own name. I've previously been with various bands, and so there's just something special about releasing this tune. This was a song actually I co-wrote with somebody who I think it was on this stage that our collaboration really got some momentum. It was the first time we performed together. Mr. Akira Satake, who lives nearby here in Black Mountain. He's a wonderful ceramic artist, and you can check out his ceramics online. And when you're in Asheville, he's down at the Foundry, his wonderful gallery. But he's also a banjo player, originally from Osaka, Japan, and a composer and producer. And I had gotten to know him a bit, and he asked me to write lyrics for this song that he had written called Swananoa. And I kind of turned it into my own song that sort of intercalates with his tune. And we're going to do it for you here. It's called The Hills of Swananoa, and it's about the Great Flood of 1916 that did a lot of damage in this area. So so here we go. One, two, three, four. In a little white house by the railroad along the trace from the lowlands, my love and I did live. Across the Blue Ridge Mountains, through the blackest balsam, twisted laurel hills, not a body or soul forgive. The green, green grass and the fertile fields, a deer and rabbit fight. Oh, it's heaven and it's May. When the maiden of the mist, she took my hand and led me to the golden lake. Pulled a plow straight in a lane. Hey, hey, walk me down, down to the valley below, where the snow still falls in April and the mist don't leave till noon, in the hills of Swananoa. Just a sprite of the woods, just a spirit of the river running by. Oh, an elf playing under the trestle. A little baby girl, a baby born with dazzling water in her eyes. In the grotto of her daddy's heart to nestle. Hey, hey, walk me down, down to the valley below, where the snow
snow still falls in April, and the mist don't leave till noon in the hills of Swannanoa. Let it rain, Lord, it rain, 7 days and nights of rain we'd never seen and never see again. Oh, 100 years or more from now to ever. Oh, the trestle from its footing, the house from its foundation, the root from the rock it's covering, drown the prisoners in the penitentiary. Then the waves, the black waves, waves of water, they took hold, folded over and pulled her in. Oh, and rain, oh, the rain, oh, the tears came pouring down like rain. Hey, hey, walk me down, down to the railroad track, where she runs along the riverbank, where the sweet springs flowing in the hills of Swannanoa. Hey, 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 walk me down, down to the valley below, where the snow still falls in April, and the mist don't leave till noon in the hills of Swannanoa. That's right here. The prisoners really did drown in the penitentiary. Got one last tune for y'all. We hope you've had as much fun as we have. Thank you. Thank you for your generous tips. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being a part of this. After all, we gotta connect somehow. So keep on doing what you're doing, y'all. Do what makes you happy. Share the love. We're going to finish with a song that Mary wrote about our hero, the great Annie Oakley. You want to tell us something about this song?
Not much to say. Just a fun character to think about, riding out there on the prairie, shooting the ash off a cigarette was something that stuck in my head. It's being pretty wild. Long hair flowing. She had COVID hair, I guess.
I'm working on a project, and if you want to stay tuned on it, Mary and I are both part of this. A video that we're going to release this week in honor of Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and it's about cycling and voting and the women's suffrage movement, which celebrated its centennial this year. So definitely, if you want to go to my music page, Anya Hinkle Music, and follow me there, you'll get to see this. But in researching for this video, this honorary video we put together, I discovered that Annie Oakley loved riding bicycles too, and she said, "I love my bicycle as much as I love my horse." So anyway, let's hear Annie Oakley, and thank you again so much for being with us.
Thanks, y'all. Thanks for tuning in.
Baby born, our county, 1860. Ohio, Spitfire country girl. Frankie Butler. He lost a bet, but won over her heart. Side by side, their love kept them together. Horn of the wind, Wild West Country girl. I used to want to be Annie Oakley.
Well, hello, hey, blowing in the wind.
Handle a shotgun better than any man. Riding free, Annie Oakley. I used to want to be Annie Oakley.
Well, hello, hey, blowing in the wind.
Handle a shotgun better than any man. Riding free, Annie Oakley. By her aim, the whole world came to know her. She could knock the ash right off a cigarette. Buffalo Bills gave her fame and fortune. She gave it all to those who were in need. I used to want to be Annie Oakley.
Well, hello, hey, blowing in the wind.
Handle a shotgun better than any man. Riding free, Annie Oakley. Riding free, Annie Oakley.
That was mighty nice, ladies. Thank you very much. There's Anya and Mary. What a lovely set. You guys are great. It's like you've sung together before. When the song rises up, white horses will fill the mountains. When the song rises up, then the clouds roll away. Well, sisters, ain't you glad? You can feel that fear fading. Brothers, ain't you glad? Then the clouds gonna roll away. People, ain't you glad? All in this together. Well, people, ain't you glad? They're gonna be a better day. Well, Anya and Mary, they were the vessels here this time. I hope that you enjoyed it. Maybe had yourself a glass of wine or two. Hope that you were able to let go of yourself, and I hope that we helped you take your joy down off the shelf. When the song rises up, white horses will fill the mountains. When the song rises up, then the clouds roll away. Then the clouds roll away. Then the clouds roll away. Now we got one more piece of business here at White Horse Live this evening. Some of you have seen us before know that White Horse Live's Between the Cushions Worldwide Diving Contest is still going on, and it'll be back shortly. But tonight I thought we ought to do something pertaining to exactly what you wanted to hear. Let's talk about COVID-19 for just a minute. We all know how serious and dangerous it is, but to us here at White Horse Live, that doesn't mean a bit of fun can't be poked at it. For instance, don't wear your mask when you drink a beer. You'll just be tempted to suck on the mask for the rest of the night. However, on second thought, you might want to dip the whole mask in the beer. It'll make the trip to the grocery store all that much more fun. One good thing is that since you have to be 6 feet apart anyway, you can put off that shower for a few days, maybe even a week. Nobody will know. During the lockdown, I got to be on a first-name basis with the furniture in my house. I was getting pretty cozy with the couch until I realized that she was not a sleeper. Finally, the best thing about COVID now is that although we wish him well, we won't have to listen to the president shout, be sarcastic, and fabricate for maybe as long as a week or two. So stay safe, stay well, and for heaven's sake, don't touch your face. Good night now.
Thanks for joining us for White Horse Live with tonight's guests, Anya Hinkle and Mary Lucey. This program is produced by White Horse Black Mountain and by Rad House Studio. Bob Hinkle is your host and executive producer. Claire Hoke is audio engineer. Jessica Wharton is director of photography. Michael Stevens is network engineer. Jessica Fox is key grip. Public relations services provided by Maggie Rainwater at Hoosier Devil. I'm Rebecca Hillgraves, your director and producer for these programs. Join us next Thursday night for Throwing Bones Shakedown Dinner with Moonfish 2, right here on White Horse Live. In the meantime, be good to each other, and that includes all people.